Hello, everyone. Today we are going to talk about the research named Functional Analysis of Text in Meaning Construction by using NLP and discourse models, discursive strategies, contextual influences, and interpretative practices, which was conducted by Shahodat Usmonova, Associate Professor at the Department of Applied Aspects of the English Language, Uzbekistan State World Languages University from Uzbekistan, Tashkent, and the two other teachers from the same department, Durdona Hamidova and Mubarak Urokova. Let's start with the key parts of our investigation. First of all, functional discourse analysis, FDA. It reports text complexity beyond surface lexical impulse. The research gap is just can be dominant computational models often omit pragmatic or contextual features. And the study objective of our investigation is to research if meaning construction relies purely on lexical units or pragmatic contextual scaffolding. The primary focus of the research is to examine discourse context effects across expert and novice readers. And also, we paid attention to the modality comparison, which was taken to evaluate language processing variations between digital and printed formats. As for the literature review, first of all, computational limitations were paid attention through models, Excel, and sentence or lexical classification, but miss pragmatic context. And the role of context was high. Discourse context provides facilitative effects on semantic coherence and also pragmatic scaffolding. The contextual scaffolding renders functional text interpretively accessible. At the same time, the contextualization risk was also high by removing pragmatic context reduces accuracy, reducing accuracy on subsequent interpretation tasks. And theoretical goal it was to support hybrid models linking discourse patterns to cognitive meaning construction. Method used in this research, first of all, let's just see the numbers of subjects participated through this investigation. There were 189 valid subjects in total, from which 94 were novice readers and 95 were expert readers with the average age of 23 and higher. The design was just within subject design with two formats, digital and printed formats, including three text types. They were headlines, paragraphs, and captions. The experimental task was the joystick approach avoidance paradigm, measuring real-time implicit responses. We used measurement tools, different measurement tools as bionomadic sensors, the ITR task, and several mixed effects regression models. And also Epert's custom-built high-precision wireless joystick collecting response latency and movement. So we grouped the findings into four subgroups. One of them was just semantic sensitivity to just first of all, high sensitivity in among participants. They demonstrated clear sensitivity to varying levels of semantic complexity. And higher semantic complexity elicited stronger approach tendencies toward functional texts, which we can say that it included the format differences, digital advantage, and also format differences here was a significant main effect found for a discourse format, which can be seen in numbers, and we demonstrated in the table form in our research, and a digital advantages also was very high. Digital views showed higher accuracy than printed formats, and also there was a contrast, significant pairwise contrast between digital and printed presentations. And the next subgroup, we can say that about the reader's expertise, there were um, almost no comprehension gap among between actual objective comprehension levels remained comparable between the groups there between the novice readers and expert readers. And also, as for the subjective bias, we can say that the novice readers consistently evaluate their own accuracy lower than expert readers. It was very uh, surprising data, and also interaction effects was not so significant between reader expertise and text formats. And shared schema suggests that the experts and the novice readers share foundational cognitive schemas for text processing. At the same time, findings were also influenced by demographic factors of the subjects, age and reading background, and also prior exposure. So they didn't play so significant role, but they affected a little bit. And text types and similarity also played a great role. For example, headline formats yielded the largest degree of semantic variation, and a functional text similarity scores were significantly higher than baseline. And also, headline and caption comparisons demonstrated significant difference, and also results in the modal support strongly just supported contextual, pragmatic, and multimodal hybrid models. Hybrid models, they are printed and also digital versions of materials. AHP weighting contextual pragmatic model ranked highest in overall priority. It was given in numbers. It was 0.464. Scaffolding mechanics. Memory representation. First of all, contextual scaffolding assists in forming stable semantic representations in memory. As for the printed formats, they require higher contextual scaffolding due to potential information fragmentation, but at the same time, digital formats consolidate textual information, lowering overall processing load. And when we mix these two kinds of formats, it inputs mirror how the human mind naturally processes language. And pragmatic cues match surface text with existing cognitive discourse representations. So, in conclusion, core findings of the research was meaning construction is heavily dependent on contextual and pragmatic scaffolding. At the same time, digital representation lowers cognitive load and enhances semantic accessibility. And also, contextual cues facilitate functional processing equally across novice and expert readers. We can also note that approach avoidance paradigms effectively measure implicit text processing dynamics. In the future, we are going to investigate text extreme contextualization against highly scaffolded settings in diverse populations. Thank you for time and attention. See you in the next investigations. Thank you.